Hi everybody, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, time for Stamping with Denise. It's good to see you. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Turn off the sound on my video on my computer and let me share this while we're waiting for people to join. Had a very good weekend. It was busy. It was productive and tiring. You know, I like a restful weekend, but you know, when I'm tired, it means I've had a good one, you know. I've gotten a lot of stuff done. Let me see, let me close that out. There we go. So, I hope everybody is doing well. We're supposed to be getting some snow out there here in Michigan. It was kind of spitting earlier when I came home from work, so we'll see. They were talking that we were going to have a couple of inches, but I actually, before I came down here, I did not look, so I don't have an answer for you. I don't know. Guess it doesn't make any difference because I can't do anything about it anyway. So, okay, let's, remember last week I made this, I think I called it kind of a tri-fold card and Christmas card, and I thought it was a nice way to showcase your designer series paper. So there you go. Hello Paula, welcome. So this was the card I made last week, and the winner of this card is Karen Thomas. So Karen, I'll be getting this card out to you. I'll have to check to see if I have your address. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to double check. Oh, and I want to show you, I received my very first homemade Christmas card in the mail today. It's from my friend Mirth. Isn't that cute? It's just a 4x4 inch card. She put that peony on it, and I just think it looks so nice on that plaid paper and with the gold foil. Very simple, and then sentiment on the inside, so I thought I'd share that. Mirth isn't on Facebook, but she might see this on YouTube because she watches my videos when I load them to YouTube. So thank you, Mirth. I enjoyed my card. Very pretty. So I am going to go ahead and put the phone up in the holder, and I have a card that I hope solves a problem for you. Okay? Hold on, I'm going to move the camera. Oh, and I feel a cough, a tickle in my throat. Hold on here. Let me get a drink. Okay. Do you have, here's my problem. I have all of those special pieces or that favorite designer series paper of mine, and I keep every little piece of it because there's going to be a reason to use it. Well, I've got a couple card designs that will that you'll be able to use those little pieces of designer series paper on. I whipped these two cards up actually pretty quickly. I didn't do much cutting of the designer series paper. Actually, I think on this piece, all I did was cut the length down. These were all pretty much that size. And I think these two pieces were one, and I made it into two. And so it's really pretty easy, and I thought they were cute cards. So I thought I would kind of share with you. I'm going to do one of the blue ones that uses the Snowflake Splendor designer series paper. This card here used the Heartwarming Hugs designer series paper. So, yeah. Hold on a second. I want to check something on my camera here and see. There we go. Let me see if that helps at all. Okay. So we're going to get started. And I decided one of the colors of designer series paper that I don't get to use very often is Pacific Point. And it's in this paper. So I decided to make that my base. So this base here is 11 by 4.25. Okay, and then I took a piece of Whisper White Designer Series paper. This piece is, let me get my measurements here. This is 5.25 by 4, and I put it through the Snowflake embossing folder. This one right here, Winter Snow it's called, and put it through there to give this a little bit of extra texture. So we're going to attach that down. Whoops, using my seal here. Has everybody started? Are they done with their Christmas shopping? Anything like that? I don't have a lot of people I have to shop for. I'm done with one son. The other son was supposed to be sending me a list. He hasn't done that yet. And I don't know what to get my husband, you know. He just buys whatever he wants when he wants it. So, I don't know. It's always a challenge every year. So, the next thing I did here on this paper, or on this larger piece, this piece of Designer Series paper is 1 3/4 by 3.5 inches. And then the cardstock is 1/8 inch longer on the dimension. So, you know, it's not as large of a difference as there, just because overall the, you know, scale is smaller. Oh, you know what? This was all, I think this was all one piece of paper almost, now that I think about it. I just thought that this made such a cute card, and I like the fact I get to use up all these pieces of scrap and put them to good use. You know, you could use this with any Designer Series paper you wanted to. I'm thinking you could even make up a bunch of just, you know, the bases and then put your sentiment on when you know what you're going to use it for. I think that you could have a lot of cards almost ready to go. I know some people that will stamp a lot of sentiments ahead of time, so when they want to, all they have to do is adhere it to the card and go. So this piece of Designer Series paper is 1.5 inches by 2 inches. So the cardstock, this is Misty Moonlight. This Misty Moonlight is 1 5/8 by 3 1/8. Okay, so that, I mean, that's the, nothing on this card is hard really. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. I gotta learn to use it a little differently on that adhesive, but I do like this adhesive. It sticks well. And you know, you could do this any way. I mean, I could put it down here, just wherever you want to put it. I'm gonna set that right there. Yeah, and I put those all down flat. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this one here. About like that. It's funny, I like snowflakes and snowmen, but do not like snow. Okay, I'm gonna put this one down here. And I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the sentiment. The sentiment that I decided to use, actually what I did was I decided what size nested, these stitch nested labels, which one I wanted to use, and then I went and found a sentiment that fit it. But I'm using from this stamp set, A Very Merry Christmas. And so I almost pulled out the one that I used last week on last week's card, the 'Tis the Season, and then decided I needed to get a different sentiment because we had used that. And you know, I got my card I decided on my cardstock color just by picking colors that were listed in the Designer Series paper. This paper has Balmy Blue, it has Specific Point, it has Misty Moonlight. It's got some of the lighter purples in it too. I believe Highland Heather might be one of them, because there's some parts of the paper, like this piece here, I don't know if you can tell, blends into a little bit of purple. Okay, let me put a couple of dimensionals on here. This little sheet of dimensionals is just about done. I'm excited because tomorrow, as a demonstrator, I get to order out of the new mini catalog that starts in January. Yay! There is some cool stuff out there. And I was kind of working on what my list might be before I went on the air here. So let me see. The next thing I want to do is the bow, I will admit, was kind of an afterthought. I forgot about it. And you know, I dug in my drawer. I had not used this ribbon yet. The Snowflake Splendor ribbon is so pretty. It's iridescent. It's a little bit stiff, but it's not too hard to tie. It's just a little stiffer than some of the other ones. Kind of like, you know what net kind of like feels. But you know what that does? Its advantage is it holds its shape well. Then it's just a matter of kind of working the bow until you get it the size you want. There we go. That's pretty good. I want that one just a little bit smaller. That's good. I'll cut that down like that. I'll put that one like up there. I can always trim it again. Get rid of that. And where is my glue dot? Okay, we're going to put this right here. Throw that bow right up there. And the last thing I'm going to add are some of these great adhesive-backed snowflakes. And they're iridescent. These tend to be more blue and green. These tend to be more pinkish and purplish. So I'm going to grab these that are a little bit, actually, you know what, these have a little bit of pink and purple in them too. I'm going to put a few of these around here on my card. And, you know, that reminds me, I was thinking with the new catalog coming out in just about a month, that means some of these things are going to be announced as retiring. So if there's anything in this August to December catalog that you would just absolutely be devastated to not get, you need to place your order soon. Let me know. I will be glad to help if you don't have a demonstrator. Because once they announce the retiring list, things tend to sell out pretty quickly. So, okay, there's that. And let me put because we have a dark base, we've got to put a piece of cardstock on the inside to put your sentiment on. If I'm making cards for myself, I will just put this piece of cardstock inside and not adhere it down, because again, when I use it, then I will stamp it, but I like to stamp before I adhere in case I make a mistake. Then I can just flip it over and restamp. So there we go. Couple of quick cards. Gives you a chance to use up all those little pieces of your favorite designer series paper that you really didn't want to throw away. So I hope you liked the video. If you like it, share it, and I might be sending you this card next week, okay? I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Take care, everybody. Have a great week, and get some stamping done. Bye now.